Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. As you can hear, I've got a bit of a croaky voice, mostly because it was Bill's birthday on Friday, so we went out after the game to celebrate his birthday and shouted quite a lot in the Queen's Head. So apologies guys to anybody of that, but that's why my voice is the way that it is. And the reason why we were celebrating, not only for Bill's birthday, but also down to the fact that it was West Ham 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers absolutely fuck all at the London Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Brilliant result, very, very over needed, shall we say, or overdue, shall we say, a needed result that was overdue. That's probably a nearer point of putting it. Now, as great as it is, there's a lot to go into, so I'll try and scream through this as quickly as possible. It was a very, very good decision to have Kehrer at right back. He did that phenomenally well against England on Monday night, playing for Germany at Wembley. So we stuck him in there. It was brilliant. Souček and Rice back in the side. Bowen, Paqueta and Cornet in the midfield supporting Scamacca up on his own. Now, I was worried that Scamacca was going to be isolated, and for parts of it he was, but at the same time, yeah, it's just again, there was just not picking him out in any shape or form, but it was just, there's just still something missing with our play. There really, really is. Not the best of ways to get that result, but the result nonetheless. It was great to get Scamacca on the team sheet, score sheet, I should say, as well as on the start 11 team sheet, of course. It's fantastic that on the 29th minute, this really fucking irritated me. Bowen had a really, really good game. Everybody had a much better game in the second half than they did in the first. Bowen really irritated me in the first half. When we were doing that run right down the end, but I was shouting, Bowen, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it, and he did. But luckily, Scamacca was in the right place at the right time, and boom, in the back of the net. 29 minutes in, or 28 something on the clock. But yeah, it was fantastic. Didn't really, to be honest with you, I didn't really celebrate all that much, because it's just kind of like, well, yeah, we should have done. Wolves were terrible in terms of their ability to get a shot on target. Fabianski was a little bit slow, as he always is, with his distribution, and we let him know that in the Bobby Moore lower. We really told him he needs to hurry up a lot of the time. But as I said, I just do genuinely think going in at 1-0 at half time, I just kind of thought, yeah, a lot needs to be worked on. I said to Bill at half time, I said, look, I'm not happy with the way that we're playing, and it wasn't that brilliant. Very happy to be 1-0 up, of course. Excellent. Just the play, we just seem to sit back too much. I know that's Moyes' technique and his tactics, of just wait for them to make a mistake and hit them on the counter attack, etc., etc. And Wolves were making quite a few mistakes. They were diving left, right, and centre, even being 1-0 down. It was ridiculous. Tierney, don't get me started on him. As I said in the preview, guys, this is the prime reason why I call him the tyrant. He is absolutely fucking terrible. And what was it? Peter Banks, I think it was on VAR, didn't really do much either. There was a very, very good shout for a free kick on Paqueta just outside the box in the the second half. Wasn't given, but it doesn't matter. In that point of view, it doesn't matter. We got the 3 points at the end of the day. Second half comes round, as I said, and a great goal from Bowen. Really, really good goal from him. Really, but at the same point, he was fluffing it beforehand. Made a couple of errors, and genuinely, as the goal went in, I was shouting at Bowen, "You're better than that." I didn't get to finish the sentence by the time the ball went in the back of the net, and that's when we all went absolutely fucking ballistic. It was just brilliant. Of just like, that's it, because me and Bill were talking at the second half, in the halftime break, and he did say that. He did say that we need that second goal, and boy did we get it. Wolves had their chances and everything. We welcomed on a lot of it. We welcomed a lot of pressure on ourselves. Everybody behind the ball, especially in the second half, being 1-0 up and 2-0 up as well, for that matter. Substitutions, kind of okay, made a bit of sense to a degree. Emerson coming on for Paqueta. on the 74th minute. Cornet coming coming off, and Fornell's coming on in his place at the 34th minute. Didn't really make that much of a sense. I can see why, Pabs he needs to sort himself out. I love him to bits, but he really needs to sort himself out. He's a lot better than he was the other week, and we were joking that all his goals have been deflections so far. But it's just been he just needs to kick on just a little bit more now that he's got a lot more talent around him than he did last season. He needs to kick on a little bit more. He really does. And then Scamacca coming off and Antonio coming on his place at the 66th minute. 6 and 2 threes with this, really, to be honest with you. Again, I can understand why Moyes did it. The substitution itself makes sense. But at the same point, should have really, really taken Bowen off, put Antonio up there with Scamacca. So, as I said in the preview, had the two of them up front, and we would have scored a lot more than we did. But it's not an argument to say that Antonio would have scored the same goal that Bowen did. More than likely. We had our chances in the first half, and there were a couple of moments in the first half where we were thinking, we could have actually used Antonio for this. But in general, very, very happy with the 3 points. Very happy to get out in the bottom three at the time of this recording, or at least at the time of the end of the game. We're in the 15th place now, so that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. I'm obviously not happy with how things have been in general, but looking at the game itself, there's a lot to be worked on, but there's a lot to be proud of. So as always, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking. The preview for the Anderlecht game will be going up on Tuesday evening at some point. All the data's ready. It's just we just need to try and wait for the referee information. That's normally only done on a Tuesday morning. I'm hoping they do it tomorrow morning. Be nice, so I don't have to rush around to get the preview up in time. But it is what it is, and of course, because I don't know Anderlecht too much. I can't do a Patreon extended version of it. So, but guys, in the meantime, thank you very, very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, or if you're watching this on next week, enjoy the start of your week, and I will see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.